I got plenty of fuel in it, probably too much. Come on, baby. Find it. I know you got too much fuel.
You guys see that? So, all you rich guys, you know, you just go down to the metal store and get some metal. Not me. I got recycle. My bench ain't appreciating it. Recycled fence. Nice thick wall stuff. That sounded beautiful. It's one thing nice about a MIG welder. You don't know, and I have to know how to weld. Evo saw works good. There's our roll bar. For lack of a better term, it's not really a roll bar. It's yeah, it's just a piece of fence with some crappy old welds. I already see one that's got a crack in it. Give us a windshield frame, so hopefully, looks like I could have made it a little longer. The seat. I got these high quality Amazon slides. Universal. Well, one side of them, I'll show you guys just so you know. Let me get them opened up. Here's the little bar. This will probably need to be tweaked a little bit, but it's flexible so you can squeeze it if you need to. But the problem was there's no directions, so that little bar clips into these little niblets right here, and you push down on them, which allows this spring-loaded part here to actually release, and then your slide comes out. Well, obviously you want the bar, this bar, to stay stuck with the seat. You don't want it sticking out a mile, which is kind of the issue I had. But all these holes, none of them line up. So I basically had to drill this one like just one higher, and then I was able to bolt it to the Jeep seat. And they give you like little spacers, like little cuts of pipe. Make sure to use those. They also give you hardware, which is metric. Doesn't work with the Jeep seat. I did a little bit in here. I'm still working on getting this frame figured out. There's riv nuts behind here. I put 2 riv nuts in the original piece because I really want this hood to come off with the minimalist effort. So if I had to take these 2 bolts out, and which would then release the windshield, I'd be okay with that. And then maybe a bolt or 2 down there, probably a bolt. That'll be enough just to kind of hold the hood on and then pop it off. But I attached it with that aluminum strip underneath, and I kind of put the two together, and that might not have been the best idea. Maybe what I should have done was connected the aluminum to the steel in the back. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking about putting a metal bar up here, just one, because this has got a huge back seat area. So I'm thinking, like, I'm just going to put maybe a metal bar just to give that some. It's bolted in now. See? So it's just kind of wiggly because it's just bolted into the that metal frame. And oh, I put rubber, garage door rubber, right where that pencil is. There it is, hanging out over the side. I don't know, it ain't got tucked in up there. So we have two that are similar but are different in their own way. So this engine here, when I bought it from the guy, he said that it was a running engine. He had it in his Dune buggy, and something with the clutch. I'm not really sure. So this one we knew, he kind of stood behind it, so that was a good running engine. And you can tell he put some time. There's some chrome valve covers, and he's got exhaust. Now this motor, this is a 1500 single port. So you can see there's only one port running into the head. So this one over here is a dual port. So if you do your research, you'll find out that dual ports, according to some people, are only on 1600s. 1600 dual port. And some people say they're 1300 dual ports. I don't know. But if you run the number on this, the number says, the numbers on these, if you don't know where they are right down here underneath your generator bracket. And it's an H, which means that this motor is a 1500 of the late 60s era. That's an H5, which I believe might be a 69. This one over here, I did the number on it, and it's hard to see, but that's a HO or H0. But that one actually is a, according to what I can figure out, this is a 67 motor, which, you know, 67 bugs are kind of the holy grail because they're a one-off car. For a lot of reasons, it was the switchover year. So I don't know which one to use, to be perfectly honest with you. This one, looking at the flywheel, I counted them, it's a 132 flywheel, 12 volt flywheel. Don't mind the slime on the floor. I use that for degreasing them with oven cleaner. Yeah, it works pretty good actually. So this one looks to be the same kind of thing, but we may need to take the clutch out of this and put it in that one. We'll pull it apart, see what the clutch looks like. Both of the engines turn at least a little bit. I have not tried to get a full rotation on them yet, but they're, you know, it's a Volkswagen, it'll run. So, and I know chrome gets you home, you know, it's got chrome valve covers, so that's got to be good. But this one over here has got a chrome air filter. This one had the original oil bath, which, whatever, which you'd think if he was kind of hopping this up. But those are probably better for collecting dirt as an oil bath than a paper filter. I have no idea. Look at what Santa brought. Holy Volkswagen. Yeah, well, I've been collecting this stuff for a little while. The key to doing a project is not buying all the parts at once. It's taking 6 months to a year so you can sneak it past, you know, the wife so she doesn't know what you're, you know, buying. So anyway, I've been collecting these. So what we've got is some brake line. I don't know, I've never used this copper coated stuff. Maybe it's better. This came with, this is Amazon, the cheapest of the cheapest of the cheapest that I could find. I believe these are normal 3/8. Actually, it's got several different sizes in here. I just noticed that. That's kind of cool. So there might even be some metric ones in there, but I've got a whole box of metric brake niblets. So that's cool. I've got this, the highest of quality, which I think was like $6. It was super cheap. The rubber coupler, because that one is tore pretty bad. They have neoprene ones and fancy ones, and I'm like, yeah, rubber's good enough for this thing. We've got some tore boots on our axles, so hopefully, there's 2 in here, I think. Yep, there's 2. And you screw these together, and that keeps the juice in the transaxle. Gas pedal. I got one, but it's pretty rusty, and I'm thinking this might be easier than trying to free that one up, because you need a gas pedal. There is pedal assembly sort of in it. Hopefully that'll be good enough for the clutch and the brake. New master cylinder, you know, first in speed equipment, yeah. Yeah, whatever. It was cheap, so the cheapest I could get. Still was expensive. I think it was $30. Remember when you could buy a whole Volkswagen for $30? I do. I bought several of them. So, the highest quality of chrome lights. They're not dual filament. They got one bulb, and it is what it is. So headlights are headlights. These I thought were a good deal. These were the same size as the old yucky ones. Actually, I have them in a bucket over here. So here's the original ones. So this is what they had on there. And these are basically the same size, which is cool. So I got those, $13 a piece. $13.99, whatever. Brake hoses. These, I believe, are, I don't know, front or rear. Not sure. Made in China, the best of the best. Again, brake hoses, front or rear, don't remember. Wheel cylinders. Front or rear, don't remember. Let's see if they look different. You'd think they'd all be the same, being a Volkswagen. Yeah. These ones might be angled, though. Are they? Sometimes they angle them for left and right. No, that's a straight shot in. Straight shot in. Straight shot in. I don't know. They look... This one might be a little bit bigger. So they're... I know they have different part numbers for front and rear. I don't know what the difference is. So anyway... Got, you know, eBay, Amazon. Got this little guy at local Advanced Auto. Yeah. You know how much they want? How much I paid for that thing? It was like $80-some. Yeah. Yeah. I went on to Rock Auto. They wanted 80-some bucks. Plus, you got to pay the shipping to get it here. So I was like, you could buy one on eBay. I saw the exact same part number for like $57, but this one has a lifetime limited lifetime warranty. Got a go-go switch, so we can go. This one has switches, but no keys. So I think we'll switch that key out to one that works. And so I got it the starter, $80 for that, $16 for that. This I thought was something different. This is a short little clutch lead that goes between the engine and the frame. There's one in there. I thought it was longer and it went the whole length, but it doesn't. Speaking of clutch, here's a new clutch cable, and here's a new throttle cable. So we've got all the parts except a carburetor, which hopefully between the two we can make one run. Hopefully we got an engine that runs. Oh, the starter. So the starter came with this bushing. Okay, so it was, you know, zip tied up here. And that fits over here very nicely, which I believe would fit very nicely in a 12 volt transaxle. I don't have a 12 volt transaxle. So I did buy this little guy, which was $6 or something like that, which fits onto here. I already tried it. And then the outside, as you can tell, maybe I gotta open it. Come on. I don't know. But anyway, the outside's bigger. This is what I came up with, guys. This is a, I don't know what it is, but it was in my toolbox. I assume it was like it's war. So it was maybe in a spring, maybe on a trailer. But this bolt is stuck inside of it. And I've never really worked on getting it out because I didn't care. And I just threw it in the bolt bin. But I noticed that it fits almost perfect, just a little loose, right on that bushing. So I think that is going to be the solution maybe for tapping this out. Now I did tap on it with a punch and a hammer, and it didn't really budge at all. If I break this, I'm done. This isn't, I will cry, there will be tears. So I don't want to break this. So I think what I'm going to do, just for poops and giggles, is I'm going to throw a little heat on it. I'm just bringing out the little gun here. See if we can get a little heat on her. You know. So we'll just give her a little oven. What do you guys think? Go for it? Got our little bolt. It's still hot. Oh yeah. Boom, just like that. Look at that. Out. Now that it's hot, should we tap the new one in? Being that we tapped it in from this side, we should probably tap it in from the other side. But to be honest with you, that bore looks straight through. So I'm thinking I'm just going to try to... It is straight through. Now where does it stop? I have no idea. I tapped it down so it was flush with that inner case so it wouldn't hit here when we put it in. I guess that's good enough, right? This starter is about 10 pounds lighter than the original. Looks pretty good. Is it lining up with the thing here? Yeah, sorta, kinda. Yeah, I'm just looking down the throat of it. It's in the housing good. I think that'll work. Okay guys, let's look into this clutch. See what we got cooking here. Well, the bolts are kind of coming out. So, there's our pressure plate. Looks like it needs a little cleaning, but it's a pressure plate. Get the clutch out of here. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's still some meat in there. It's not down to the rivets. I mean, that looks pretty good. You guys can see how thick it is. The clutch don't look bad. That makes me wonder, is something else wrong with this motor? Who knows? There's some weird kind of like, yeah. And then there's some chunky monkeys. So I'm just trying to wire brush it quick, which is tough. So we give it a little wire brushing. See what we got here. It's pretty pitted. Would that burn off? Probably. But I may have a solution, or at least a redneck solution. Harbor Freight Universal tool, clutch alignment tool that I've had for years. Of course, they're not built for old Volkswagens, but this end right here, the fat end, actually fits in there into the input bearing very nice. But I didn't have anything back here to catch the clutch. So yeah, I just wrapped it with electrical tape. It's high tech, but it should work. We're working on getting this boot off, and I'm not too worried about getting the screws out. I was thinking, geez, how am I ever going to get all those screws out? That'll be a pain in the butt. And I'm thinking, why? It's destroyed anyway. So let's just see if we can get the clamp off. Okay, so this one, of course, has one screw. That's still kind of holding it together, I think. There's that. There we go. That's pretty easy. It's a little tricky getting it up through this axle, being that I've got it jacked up in the air. I might have to put a thing under there to get it. Yeah, that's a little sketchy. I think I got to try to bring it up more. It's trying to tip the car over. If it falls off, you guys will enjoy it. Slow and easy. Come on, click, baby. Click. Good girl. Okay, don't breathe. It ain't. Oh, there it goes. Get a pair of pliers on it, maybe. There we go. I'm just gonna, I think, snug her up a skosh. Might make it easier. Get those screws in there. Like I said, I've never done this before. So this is not a learning video. This is me just fumbling around. Okay, I don't want to get too tight because I think that'll cause issues. We'll start putting some of these little 12 million little screws in here. Me and my shaky hands. This should be really cute. You guys laugh, I won't hear you. I don't know. Maybe I should put them through from the other end? I don't know. Oh. And they're nylock nuts, which is kind of wild. There was some swearing, but so the front of these, the head of the bolt is 5/16 and the nut is 3/8. Once you figure that out, it goes a lot better. The other thing to let you know is put the clamps on first. That will make this thing kind of round, and it's a heck of a lot easier. Otherwise, you're trying to squeeze it because it's kind of egg-shaped, and then when you squeeze it, then you can get the bolts to go through. But other than that, once I figured out how to do it, it's relatively easy.
The fuel tank is out again. And notice there was an original booger. Somebody had put some, it looked almost like aluminum braze of some sort. I went in with the good old JB Weld, which is still wet, and then overlapped it some, but there was a tiny little pinhole right about there where you can see that tiny little pinhole. I really wanted to fire this thing up today because I think she'll go. I got spark. We'll get fuel and hope to hell we got compression, and we might have a runner, or at least a smoker or something. That's better than the other engine that's laying over here on the floor. This one won't turn all the way, but it's got chrome valve covers, you know, and it's got big zoomy pipes. You'd think it was a good motor, or somebody beat the living snot out of it. Probably more like it. Let's see if we can get these bolts off. Can't get a wrench on them. Oh, maybe I gotta take these off. Crap. What the hell size are those? There we go. That's working, sort of. There we go. Now, maybe. There we go. Yeah, they're not rusty. They're perfect. Look at them. They're mint. What the hell? Oh, rat's nest are free. Yeah, I think this is supposed to go over here somewhere. Well, look what I found. Yep. Well, it fits over it. That might work. It's got a cool bend in it. Okay. They're not pretty. We still gotta put a patch in here, but we've bubble gummed and puked on, blew holes, filled holes. It was bad. Yeah, probably worth $150 to fix them. Oh, here it is. Same kind of thing going on here, but worse. This one here had even more issues, but it's kind of there, and I had them on there, so they should kind of fit, maybe, hopefully, with a little bit of loving. I've got my light every which way but where I need it. We've got spark, we've got some compression, maybe. Carburetor, haven't touched it. Fuel line is hooked up. Gas tank has got just a little drizzle, you know, a little. It's seeping a little, but it's not really. It's just wet. I don't think my JB Weld patch is going to hold up, but it's enough to know if this thing's going to bark off at all. I've got some gas in a soda bottle, and I've got some go-go juice if we need to give her a little hoot. I also have an ignition switch rigged up, kinda. So I'm kind of watching both sides. I know you guys probably can't see, but I'm gonna try to. I got a fuel filter in over there, and we're gonna try to suck up some fuel. Hopefully, it's a long ways to go, all the way up to the front of the car. So we may have to bark it off. If it'll bark off, we'll see. Where am I going to put this light? Any idea? No. Right there, I guess. Switch is up here. I can barely reach it, but I can reach it from here. Okay. Key is on. Let's crank it for a bit. Okay. Let's give it a little fuel. Well, I don't know. I can't see the carburetor. I think I hit it. Now one side firing over here, but nothing over there. It's kind of weird. Wonder if we got a valve stuck or something over there. Let's make sure we got spark plug wires on. That one is crunchy. Let me get my light here. Keep looking. Yeah, I guess. That one. Where's the other one? And there's supposed to be another one. Okay, I think I'm missing a plug wire. Okay, that could be an issue. Oh no, it's there. It just jammed down behind. Seems to be hooked up. Sorta. Well, I don't know. That was cool. Throttle. Open that quick. Make sure those are on. As good as I can get them. This one I think is not good, but I got another one. So, more fuel. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm stuck on something here. I don't know what I'm stuck on. More fuel. What's our fuel filter doing? Nothing. Okay. Give her another squirt. Key. Run. Okay, we're getting this side, but we're not picking up anything on that side. So, what I've discovered is the fuel line was plugged. So I ran some wire through that, cleaned that out. And then I lost the coil wire, fell off. So we're going to try to make sure that's jammed on there because I lost spark. I got plenty of fuel in it, probably too much. Come on, baby. Find it. I know you got too much fuel. Ah! Yeah! You're running on the road. Yeah! Let's go. Woohoo! Yeah! I think it's running. I think it's picking up fuel. I shut her off. Yes! Because you guys can't hear nothing. Neither can I, because she's got no exhaust. But it sounds like I'm not getting a complete fire, but it sounded like we're running. Definitely running. So this motor I think is okay. Not a ton of smoke either. This thing is never, that's the longest it's ever ran, and I think it might be sucking some fuel. Let's fire her again, see what happens. I'm good with that for now. Fuel, it's sucking fuel, I think. That shouldn't have never ran that. I mean, I did dump a lot of gas in it, so maybe, but I think the fuel line, let's look over here, come on. Oh, it's smoky, but I like it. It's awesome, it's awesome, it's awesome, it's awesome. Oh, we gotta turn the light on, you guys can't see crap. So let's see what's in the fuel filter. Yeah, look at that, she's right up, halfway up. Sounds a little better. Got some exhaust. Not bad. I think that sounds pretty fair. Maybe a tune-up. So thanks guys for following along here on this part 2. Yeah, we got it to run. So as I promised in part 1, I said we were going to try like crazy to get it to run, and we made it run. But it's still pretty ugly. So yeah, I think we're going to have to do some body work maybe. So hopefully in the next video, we're going to do brakes. We're going to do finish up some body stuff. You know, start sanding, because we're going to have to do that and patch up some of the cracks and fiberglass repair. So anyway guys, thanks so much for following along. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, dance, whatever you guys want to do. You guys can do it, I don't care. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.